Hi Leo, welcome to your Christmas special Tarot Vision messages. Uh, so I do feel like some of you might feeling a little bit like you're drifting. You're waiting for something to happen. You're waiting for the next change, the next relationship, the next, information to come to you. And it does feel like it's a moment of rest and a moment to be more in the quiet front because the flow is taking you, or like the flow of time is taking situations to the point of understanding that you must have, because the feeling here is like you feel like you must have an understanding and yet you're not receiving it, and that could be for some of you causing you some trouble because how can you move forward without understanding where you're heading, and that's the trick here, is for you to just trust the divine current, trust the timing, trust that you're being led to find ultimately something that would be positive and enhancing of your greatest wishes and desires. And I do feel like for some of you, um, there has been a situation like a fallout of sorts, because I pick on a lot of the energy of apologies. So, um, again, you could be waiting for someone to reach out. You could be waiting for a conflict to find its moment of, peace, right? A peace offering. You could be making a peace offer and then have to wait for the other side to respond, or you could be making some sort of move and you need to wait to see how everything will pan out. And some of you are just fighting against your needs to stop. It's a moment where stillness is advised. So when you're dealing with something, not only think twice, think three times, four times, five times, as needed. Give situations the proper time and the proper space, but also the proper thought. I feel like some of you need to really analyze deeply matters, to not just you know um, analyze on the surface, but actually deeply, because if you keep it just on the surface, you will not understand it, and you will make most likely some sort of mistake that would create more misunderstandings, or more delays and more problems. So make sure that you only put a tactic in place, a strategy. Okay, when you have a strategy built, I do feel also that some of you are looking for something out of the ordinary. So you're looking for experiences that, would bring something more fun, more colorful, more interesting into your life. It's like some of you are a little bit bored of doing, the same things every day, talking with the same people, having the same routines. So for those of you that feeling a little bit unmotivated with life, or with your life, add different spices to it and different colors to it. Initiate the change and add the extraordinary elements that you wish to find outside of you. Something begins inside of you, Leo. Clearly during this time, it's like you can't just. I feel like some of you, the issue here with all of this is that you're constantly looking for the external experience more than the internal, and you're in the moment where you're asked to begin internally. Okay, begin internally, cultivate all inside of you, and with the things that are dependent on you, cultivate, you know, in them all the things that make you happy, that they exist because you have created them. And then as you kind of as you move as you move more into this energy where you're creating and not so much looking outside of you for things to make you happy, you will see how external energy just like yours will gravitate to you. So you will join forces with people that are also influential, special, interesting, artistic, that have a different type of a belief, about life and about the world, that are insightful, and all of that that you're looking for do you see those traits in you? Do you look at yourself and see how special you are, how extraordinary you are? Like, I feel like some of you might not be feeling like the most confident about your personality or about your identity at this time. And it's something that needs to be addressed first before you can, join forces with people that um, you admire. You have to admire yourself as well. And I feel like some of you have lost a little bit a sense of admiration. Um, Maybe because you feel like you have made some mistakes, or you have made something with your life that didn't work as you thought it would. And so you start seeing yourself or something about your life in a wrong light, in a light where it puts you down, where it puts you in a position that is, again, you know, less than, definitely less than what than the position that you should be having. Um, some of you just need to catch a little bit of, fresh air, catch a break, sleep, exercise, do things every day that are good for you while you're coping with time, while you're coping with the right time for things to come to fruition. It's just a matter of waiting. It's a waiting game. And yes, it can be nerve-wracking, but it could also be the best time to actually start doing things that when we're busy, we're always wishing that we would have time to do them. So I hope you have a great, beautiful, magical Christmas time and a happy new year. I want to thank all of you that have been with me throughout 2019. Thank you so much. Hopefully, we'll see each other soon.